Thank you for joining me for Sefer HaMitzvos, now becoming nightly study. This is lesson 214, which is covering tonight positive mitzvah 100. And we're in the midst, this is the second of four types of impurity that deal with um, someone who's able to become or to transmit impurity by sitting. It was a very interesting way to categorize them, but this is how the Rambam arranges the different types of tuma or the different types of impurities. And First of all, today we're talking about a yoletus. What is a yoletus? A yoletus is the woman who has given birth to a child. And As we stated, this is positive mitzvah 100. And it's the mitzvah that covers all the laws regarding the ritual or the all the aspects, we'll say, of ritual impurity that follows childbirth. So that would be when it's contracted, uh, what laws to follow associated with this impurity, etc. Um, and so um, that is just a very brief digest of it, and obviously tells us very little about what this actually is. So I'm going to go ahead and read from, if I can find it here, the laws of Tahara, the laws of purity, purification that I've referenced previously, and I'm going to read you about half a page. So. The yoletus. A woman who is a yoletus, or the one who has given birth to a child, um, for a period of time, is a yoletus for a period of time after giving birth. So she's considered a yoletus for a specific time. That time varies. Giving birth causes tuma or impurity, identical to that of Anita. So a woman during her times of the month where she must be separated from her husband, and a zava. A zava we haven't yet talked about, but a zava is somebody that has a more frequent kind of a discharge from the body that is not normal. Even if no blood is discharged at the time of birth. So we consider her like she's Anita or a Zava, even if there's no blood that comes out at birth. If the child is a boy, then the mother is Tame or impure for 1 week, so 7 days. And is to tavel or immerse in the mikvah following. Okay, for the next 33 days, so days 8 until day 40, she is similar to a tavul yom. That's somebody who has another type of impurity that has immersed, but still has to wait until nightfall. But she's that status. It's a slightly lower degree of being unclean, and so she's similar to that, to William, and so she drops down from being an Av Hatuma, a primary source of impurity, she drops down to this status. She may not touch Teruma, so she still has restrictions at this point on touching Truma, the gifts that we bring, like the various types of offerings that we talked about in previously, Kadashim as well. And then she's also not allowed to enter the Beis HaMikdash, the Holy Temple. During those 33 days, this is interesting, any discharge of blood that she has does not make her a Nida or a Zava Midaraisa. So what that means is, so if she has blood that comes from her, it doesn't make her Nida, requiring the separation from her husband, or a Zava. If she has the blood in times that are not normal. Midaraisa. Midaraisa means according to the Bible, according to Scripture, as it's written, and this is according to Rashi. There is a however to that. There is a but, and I'll fill you in on that in a moment. After the 40th day, she's tameh, she's impure at the level of mechusar kapara, which would have to flip back to page 100, but we'll just continue reading. She does not make ordinary food, so this is the features of her status at this point. She does not make ordinary food or truma tameh, so she could touch those things. She doesn't make them tameh, but she does transmit tuma to kadashim. So that specific offering, like the kadashim, she's able to make that tuma. She transmits impurity to them, which is not something we're going to run into at this time. But were the temple to be rebuilt, this would be important information. It still is important information. It still should be learned. She becomes completely tahor, completely clean, after she brings the korban of the yoledes. And the korban, I don't know if this is going to detail it here, but there's, I'm going from memory here, there's an Ola offering. The Ola offering, I can't remember if it's a sheep or a goat, or if it could be either, or it can be a bird, and that is one of those variable offerings that we talked about in the past, where if she can't afford it, she can bring the bird instead of the larger animal. Let's see. Let me see if I can. 285. It's going to be in Hebrew. Okay. Continuing. The first discharge of blood after the 40th day starts 7 days of Nida. So this is her normal period. And the cycle of Nida days and Ziva days begins once again. So this isn't immediately following the 40th day, but anytime there's a discharge of blood after the 40 days have passed, then she has rebegun her cycles. And for a lot of women, that happens later into their period. If they're nursing, it takes a while for that to happen. Some people may not, as far as I understand it, may not even begin again while they're nursing. All right. If the baby is a girl, so we said if it's a boy, then she's tameh, as if she were uh, nida for 7 days for a boy, and then for a girl, it's going to be double that. It's going to be 14 days. The initial period of tuma for a girl being born is 14 days rather than 7, and the subsequent period during which discharges do not make her tameh is 66 days. So which is double as well. So days 15 through day 80 is that period of time, the blood of her purity. But that we said that period was a time where she's not nida during that time. And then the other things regarding the offerings and everything would also remain the same, obviously after this period is done. Now, I said there's a but here. There's a however. Nowadays, the practice, what is done, is that we wait longer than the just the week or the 2 weeks, because for relations, it's that time is extended now. And there's different opinions, I believe, regarding if you're Sephardi or if you're Ashkenazi, as to when exactly that lands. But I don't think it's that different. And certainly, while some Gentiles may want to follow some of these opinions that apply to Jews, I would not recommend that, and I'm not a rabbi, that they take stringencies upon themselves when it comes to the possibility of having children, or withholding yourself from your spouse. Doesn't seem like a good thing to me. But again, I'm not a rabbi. You want to make sure that you are doing the mitzvahs that you do have, and not neglect, don't neglect the mitzvahs that you do have in order to take upon you something that is not necessarily a mitzvah for you, especially if you don't have the permission or the full endorsement of your spouse. And I do want to mention briefly the impurity following birth of a boy versus a girl. It's double for a girl, and so some people see that as chauvinistic or something. There are various things that I've heard regarding as to why. One idea is that the soul of a girl is actually from a much higher place than a boy. Another opinion is, and these are kind of more mystical ideas, that the essence of the soul of a girl comes from din, gevura, justice, strictness, whereas the essence of a boy comes from chesed, kindness, and you would think that that's doesn't seem right. They say like boys are from Mars and women are from Venus, which seems like the opposite. Um, but and we don't we're not into Greek gods or anything, chas v'shalom. But the idea is that their essence, the core of a woman or a mother is from, or even a baby girl is from that strict justice standpoint. But the way she normally expresses herself outward, so inward, she's has that strict sense of justice, and outwardly she projects chesed, where kindness and mercy, etc. Whereas the man inwardly has his essence chesed, and he tends to express himself through gevura outwardly. And so the idea is that a baby boy has chesed, so it doesn't require this longer period of strictness that a girl does for with the 14 days. This is an idea. It doesn't have to work for you. You don't have to use this or get too into this if this isn't your thing. Um, but let's go with that for just a second. So once you have had this double strictness of the girl, that doesn't seem fair, right? But then it's balanced out by a double kindness, a double chesed, where instead of only 33 days of purity, uh, she has what did we say here? I want to make sure I get it right. Um, yeah, she has 66 days of purity, so double the time of purity that a boy provides when they are born. So that's very interesting. It's kind of like a give and take. The the scales tip one way at the start, and then they tip back the other way during the longer period of time. And also this longer period of waiting, I think it's not just rabbinic decision regarding extending the separation longer than is deraisa, longer than what the scripture actually prescribes. The scripture provides you with what's permitted, um, but the the just because it's permitted doesn't mean it's good. That you would only take that amount of time. What the rabbis have recommended here is to extend that time of separation between husband and wives for the health of the wife primarily. Um, and and I think most doctors would agree, and probably most women would agree, it takes a little while to get back into the swing of things, so to speak. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a longer one, but hopefully you found it interesting and informative. Um, and if you want more details on that, you should consult your local Orthodox rabbi. All right. Have a great night in every way. And with God's help, I'll see you tomorrow.